Yes, Islanders, it is the next day. Don't even know what day it is anymore, but anyways, we're going down. You're very familiar with this place. You already know where we're going, so I don't even need to say it. And yes, we go there way too much. I agree with you all. There's not too many places to really go to on this place anyway, to understand. A lot of water though, because we're getting lots of rain in all the episodes that you've seen already. We probably had like 2 weeks worth, enough to last the entirety of the season. We'll go along this road here, show you all. SMH, we come here too much, Islanders. It's becoming annoying for you. Well, I suppose this would be a perfect place to tell you about my new series that I have for Island Life called Island Life Postcards. Yes, if you wanted to go catch up on that series, you can go ahead and do so. April 21st is when the series will begin, and it will be shown on the 21st of every month. As you can see, the water's up quite high. There's only people fishing here at this time, so you can forget about it. There's only people fishing. It looks like a good season to be fishing.
It still hasn't cleaned up.
No, of course it isn't, because it's always been raining. How many times do we have to... Islanders, how many times do we have to tell him it ain't going to clean up? It continuously rained for a long time, therefore it's not going to clean up. It doesn't look like it's going to clean up at all, with judging by the amount of rain that we've had here already. Because 2021 hasn't been really good for me. It's been really evil for me. I think 2020 in general has been trash, and 2021 is going to end up the same. SMH, we go to their place too much. Here we are, everyone. This is Sandy Beach right here that we're at, and the water's really high today.
Pretty much high tide.
I think it's the highest tide that I've ever seen. And Islanders, I will be coming back here later to film an episode of Island Life Postcards, which you can be able to see that episode on the 21st of June. Because as I said, 21st of every month, and that's going to be episode 3. Episode 1 is Rocky Point, episode 2 I think was Sandy Beach, and now episode 3 will become that park that's right next to it. And that park over there I'm going to do later on today, and that will premiere on June 21st, 2021. Now, Sandy Beach does live up to its name. I think it's probably the only beach that actually has proper sand on. And we actually did a cast net throw at this particular beach. It's actually all the way on the other end of the park. There's Sandy Beach, stretches through all this stuff. And then this isn't an Island Life postcards episode, this is just an actual regular Island Life episode. April 21st, again, will be the premiere for the first episode of the Island Life postcards. What's so special about these rocks here is all these rocks have oysters on them. And because the water's quite calm right now, a lot of them are exposed at the moment. But there are quite a minority of them underwater, or just under the water but visible on the surface. So there it is. So yeah, there's a lot of oysters here, as you can clearly see. And so I'm going to point it out to them. So look, all the oysters are on these rocks here. And there it is, everyone. That's that little tree stump right there that's got the island picture on it.
Yeah, the tree stump that you usually stand on, a little bit underwater.
Well, actually, it's a lot underwater when you think about it. And look, over here, these rocks here. I bet you know what's on those rocks, don't you?
Old oysters.
Exactly. Old oysters. That's right, everyone. These old oysters right here are sitting on these rocks here. And, well, the oysters pretty much play a part of the theme song of Island Life, which I won't go into detail about even anymore because I know you're getting probably sick and tired of hearing about it. But Island Life is so cool, and it's a great series to make. I mean, not too many people think of, living on an island for their, as part of their lifestyle or anything, but think about it. It does have its disadvantages, and it has its own advantages on its own too. So you got to think about it. Because I lived on an island not too far north back in 2003, and I've lived there for 5 years. Yeah, I'm just going to go down over here, show you islanders here, and there's a particular section over here that I think is underwater, but I'll have a look for you. Though I do have to warn you, the tide is up quite high because it is the highest tide right now. Not the highest, but the highest of the now. The highest of this. It's the highest I've ever witnessed it. And I've witnessed a lot, everyone, so it's quite high. You can't really go for a walk around here right now. Unless, of course, you go over here. Because look at that, walking along here, you can't because the water's up so high. Because the water's up so high, you can't really go for a walk around here. Unless you counter flood waters. Because you're going to experience flooding a lot. There's a stick right there. Yeah, here it is. This is what you'll encounter. See, you're going to encounter a lot of these. There's floodwaters along here. It's just too flooded. It's very high up. You're flooded now, basically. That's what it means. So there's no point in continuing this walk along here. It's flooded. We're flooded in, so it's best to probably go through there during the low tide. Like, find out when the low tide is in your local area Well, actually, now if you're staying at Canaper Island, then it probably would be best to check the tide, to check out the tides on the radio or on the news. And then when the tide is low, or when you think it's the lowest at around the time, then come by the sandy beach, and take a walk along there, and you'll be able to walk along the sandy passage. Special little surprise at the end of that walk. It's going to take you a while to get there. A special little surprise. There's a little road right at the end there, and a lot of pet owners actually use that trail. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt your programming, Marcus, but we're going to see if he scores zilch in this one. And the score?
6570.
Oh, there you go. Alright, everyone, you won.
And the score?
Let's hear it.
39-4-0.
It's 0.
Huge
0.
score.
Yeah, that is actually much improved over the last ones. But certainly not the highest. Alright, Islanders, that's all you needed to see. And I think I might as well end it off now because I don't really have anything else planned for today. Of interest, that is. And besides, we're running out of time. So thanks for watching this episode of Island Life. Leave a like, follow, and I will see all you Islanders in the next one. Goodbye!